Do you smell what the Rock is cooking? This is going to be a fun one. This is going to be I guess, a non-bodybuilding comparison. Of course, in response to fan requested Friday, Derek Lunsford, Nick Walker was the winning comparison, and I promised you guys you get that one up to 800 likes or 1,000 views, and I will do the rest of them, including The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, and Arnold Schwarzenegger, which we will see in just 1 second. Now, the video didn't get up to 800 likes yet, but I assume it will, and it's pretty close, so I owe it to you guys to at least do this one. Ah, come on, do it. Do not use this picture of me. I look puny. I am a weakling. Arnie would be right there. This is not the most flattering picture of him. And to be honest, The Rock looks like he's in better condition. Looks like he's more muscular than Arnold Schwarzenegger. But let's be honest. Let's be serious for a minute. All Arnold would have to do is step on the gas pedal just slightly. Like here, this is probably 74 or 75 for Arnold. He is huge. He is massive. Now, I have to say The Rock looks pretty good. He looks pretty good. Delts, things of that nature. His condition, like I said, looks pretty good. But The Rock is not a professional bodybuilder. He was a wrestler in his salad days, and this was Arnold as a bodybuilder in his salad days. I mean, The Rock here is probably 40 years old. If you smell what The Rock is cooking. Hard to do The Rock's impression. Anyway, come on, do it. Do it. So I guess it would be fair to maybe compare their movie versions? Well, it's hard to find side by side. Hard to find pictures of them flexing. Arnold is kind of doing a flex here. He's Conan the Barbarian. Conrad? Conan. And Mitch Buchanan? Is that Mitch? Mitch. He's a whole lot better built than David Hasselhoff. Taking nothing away from the Hoff. Hey, I love the Hoff. Probably taller than The Rock. Maybe. Anyway. This is a bodybuilding channel, so I'm sure many of you were expecting to see some bodybuilding shots. And as far as that's concerned, The Rock's pretty darn good if you smell what he's cooking. Bump, pump. He has good lat insertions, and I am sure versus some IFBB pros, he would probably maybe defeat in a shot like this. I'm surprised. He has big old arms. Now, Arnold, he's awesome. And of course he's defeating The Rock in a bodybuilding pose. He was in his 20s here, and The Rock, like I said, he never hit his bodybuilding prime, his best versions of himself as far as a bodybuilder, until he was a little bit older. So he missed the boat as far as that's concerned. But to say The Rock missed the boat on anything would be a, supercilious statement. The guy was primed for wrestling, and then he went to the movies, and now in his later stages of his life, he's getting jacked up. But he is not as built as Arnold. Maybe in his day. Maybe if he trained as a bodybuilder. Arms are huge. Arnold has them peaks, though. I guess this would be considered a bodybuilding comparison. Arnold. This is Arnold from 81, or 1980, rather, the Olympia, over in Australia. Who cares about dingoes, mate? The Rock's pretty built here. Good small waistline. As far as actual bodybuilding shots, poses, The Rock was seen hitting a front double bicep. We'll see a most muscular in a second. Hitting a front double bicep here. This was on the set of, I believe, Pain and Gain. Arnold, a young man here. I just put this one up here because it's kind of more fair if you smell what he's cooking. But anyway, that's enough about the smells and the cooking. All Arnold would have to do is, here's the big guy come right up with his arm. And you see, he's better than The Rock. Come on. Taking nothing away from Dwayne. Come on, Dwayne, do it. Here's a most muscular. That's probably pretty much it for the actual mandatory shots. And The Rock looks awesome. Look at the traps on the guy. He's actually holding his own against Arnold. I think this is 73 Arnold. And he gets bonus points. Does The Rock in the most muscular because he's on the Great Wall of China. That's cool. He waited till the humanoids went ahead of him so nobody could see, and then he ripped off his shirt. He didn't want to haul off his shirt with a bunch of tourists. Shorter, smaller. Anyway. Look at this picture of The Rock. And I know it's probably not taken that serious because he was dressed up as Halloween. Yeah, that's what I say, dressed up as Halloween. He's the Incredible Hulk. And if you ask me, The Rock has never looked so good. Look at the wheels on the guy. The camera angle is actually tilted here, making his upper body look a little bit bigger. But I gotta say, he's beating Arnold in the upper body. Maybe. But the wheels is Arnold's because the camera angle. It's down low, so it's making his wheels look bigger. The Rock had some big wheels, and by this picture here, you can see some condition. Fantastic. I wonder. Anyway, back to Schwarzenegger and Johnson. Two good versions of these guys. But if you wanted to play around and have some fun with this one, you could show these two. They look like charlatans here. Come on, I was a puny weakling. I was off all of my stuff. Look at me. Do not show this one. Arnold, he looks so small. You know what he needed? He needed Joe Weider. Come on, Arnold, have my protein. Take my protein. Oh, come on. Oh, my goodness. That's Arnold after Joe's protein. And of course, if Arnold had Joe Weider, then The Rock needs Vincent McMahon. Come on, Dwayne. Take a lethal dose of injectable steroids. Yeah. I mean, you're looking good, Dwayne. You're looking good. Yeah. So now they're both on I guess Arnold has Joe's protein and The Rock has Vince McMahon's extra good stuff that he keeps in the special box. Not for you, Hillbilly Jim. Not for you. So whether you think Arnold had a much better physique than The Rock and you think this is a foolish comparison, foolish to even compare these physiques, you have to admit, you got to admit The Rock is holding his own. And he is pretty comparable with Schwarzenegger. Keep in mind, Schwarzenegger in his 20s, training as a bodybuilder. The Rock in his 40s, more than likely in his 40s here, training as a bodybuilder. So, yeah, who's got a better build? They're both built very well. Very well. Come on! I am built much better. I am a 6-7-time Olympia champion. Do it. But The Rock is a multiple-time world heavyweight champion, and he cannot be denied. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. A little bit of a fun one. Not to be taken too seriously, but we have a Branch Warren, Big Ramy matchup that I think we should, focus our attention on and take it much more serious. Deadly serious. Branch Warren serious. Hit thumbs up, guys. Have a great day.